Hello everyone, it's Meteorologist Jim Caldwell here in the Alert Center for WKYT. Hope you're having a fantastic day out there. We are going to heat up. We're also going to watch the tropics heat up a little bit as well. They already have technically. I mean, for folks down in Florida, I mean, it is just really coming in buckets down there of rain and of course the high wind that continues. We'll look in on Debby here in just a second because we did just get another update a few minutes ago. So, well, about 37 minutes ago. Anyway, let's look. All right, right now, clear skies, no issues out there for you on I-75 in Richmond. It is smooth sailing out there. Temperatures have shot up into the low and mid 80s across most of central eastern Kentucky. So already getting to that warmer side. The fact that it's 11:38, 37, and we are still tracking these warm temperatures at this hour, that says a lot. So we'll get into the afternoon and evening hours and get even warmer than that. So keep that in mind for you as well. So as we look out here at some of these numbers, you can see that they are running in the mid 80s to our south and east and to our west as well. That's what we're seeing out there throughout a big chunk of the area. Locally, the hour-by-hour forecast looks like this. Now, watch these skies right here, okay, down across Tennessee and get into Virginia because you're actually going to see some cloud cover come in from that, from Debby here in a second. But upper 80s, around 90 or so, maybe into the 90s. The clouds, see how they're perfectly kind of circular there? Well, that's that back edge of Debby. There's some of the moisture from it, but there's Debby right there. And you got temperatures that could likely jump into the low 90s again tomorrow. Add in humidity, probably feels in the mid 90s, most likely mid to maybe some upper. I got some rain trying to show up here with a little bit of energy that's coming through. That should cool us down a little bit by 3-4 degrees, somewhere thereabouts, but still pretty warm out there overall. Now, as you see, the moisture's tracking away from us with what's left over of Debby because Debby's going to take a little more of a track out there. Heat core is expanding out here, meaning we get in on some of the hotter stuff. So I just want you to see the magnitude of how big the heat will be. There is Debby. Debby now down to a tropical storm, no longer a hurricane, and it will continue to spin along there. And you know what? It's barely moving. It's moving north-northeast around 8 miles per hour. There's a center of circulation just walloping folks there in Georgia and in South Carolina and also across Florida, as we already know. Here's the latest track from the National Hurricane Center. I know it looks wacky, right? This is one of the broadest ones I've seen in a while this close to landfall, after landfall is what I'm trying to say, because it goes out here and then you see this, how it widens out. The center of circulation could travel, according to the forecast estimates, anywhere within there and then anywhere within there. I mean, you're talking about a good swath. So that could make a deeper run closer to Kentucky, but right now a lot of the indicators are pushing it more toward the middle of this, but the reach is going to be farther than that anyway, because we were getting clouds from it, when it was down in South Carolina and whatnot there with the model data. Debby's got all kinds of tricks, and what I've done here, and this might be a little hard to follow, but I've separated these different circles, these different pressure zones of low pressure on this map. I've got orange and I've got white. This is a European and the GFS. There are a whole bunch of other models. I was just going to keep it simple. I just wanted to show you this to illustrate the complex nature of this. And that icon right there is going to move too. Okay, that icon is the National Hurricane Center's forecast. Now watch. So we move through time. You can see they stay pretty close to one another all the way through 8 o'clock tomorrow night. See, it's a slow mover. That's 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Now let's move on. You can see both taking it out to sea a little bit, but then you've got two different second landfalls for Debby. You've got this one, the GFS, saying, all right, I think it's going to go more toward the coast of Georgia. Then you got this one, it's headed closer to Myrtle Beach, which is actually closer to what the Hurricane Center's center projection suggests. We go beyond that. So the center of circulation is here down across Georgia. At this point, this is Friday at 5:15, so that would be, if you go with that, that's when some more of those clouds would be here. And then you've got this one trying to go through Raleigh, North Carolina. So the issue here, there's not a lot of agreement. That's why you see such a wide swath. And there are dozens of other data sets they're going to look at to kind of nail this down. But I just wanted to show you that, to show you how tricky it can be. So you still got this one, a European, pretty strong as it starts to blow out of here. Anyway, That's what we've got for you right now. I appreciate you stopping by, giving us a few minutes of your time. We will break this down in more detail on WKYT News at noon, and we'll have a whole lot more coming up for you throughout the day. Have a wonderful one. See y'all.